I woke up clutching my stomach, surprised that my period had come so early when the period became unbearable. It felt like my stomach was twisting and turning, causing me to run to the bathroom as fast as I could. As I sat on the toilet, my periods were getting worse. A few days passed and the pain didn't stop. It would come in waves where 1 minute I would be fine, and the next I would collapse onto the floor and wasn't able to move. I started taking medication to help ease my aches, but after 2 weeks of taking the medication every day, I couldn't handle it any longer. I had to go see a doctor. I told her all about my symptoms, how I could barely sleep or walk, and how the aches wouldn't go away. However, the doctor reassured me that it wasn't anything serious, just a hormonal imbalance, and gave me medication to fix it. But it didn't help. It only made me feel worse. The medication also made me feel tired all the time, and I could barely concentrate on anything. My symptoms weren't going away, and my aches were only getting stronger. I could feel that something was really wrong with my body, so I decided that I needed to get a second opinion. The second doctor believed me, and as soon as she touched my bloated stomach, she could feel that there was something very wrong. I was rushed into the emergency ward to get an ultrasound where the doctor found out that my uterus was completely twisted and my fallopian tubes were broken. The doctor said that I was lucky to be alive, and if I had waited any longer, my body would have gone into shock from all of the built-up liquid. The same day, I was scheduled to have an operation to get the fluids out of my stomach and to fix my ovaries. But what the doctor found out next rocked me to my core. I was having an ectopic pregnancy. I couldn't believe it. I didn't even show signs of being pregnant, but because of my twisted uterus, the egg was growing on the outside of my ovaries, and there was no chance of saving the baby. I hated my body and hated that I didn't even have a choice, because if I didn't have the operation now, I would go into shock. There was no other way but to go through with it and lose my baby. As the doctor was injecting anesthesia into my veins, I started to get really nervous. What if something goes wrong? Could I go through with losing my baby? But when the doctor touched my hand and said, "Don't worry, everything will be okay. You just need to relax," I calmed down. This was my only option, and soon after that, I passed out. A few hours later, the surgery was over and everything was fine. And while I was grateful to be alive, I couldn't help but feel a deep sense of loss. I ended up staying in the hospital for a few days because I kept vomiting up leftover fluids from the surgery. The doctor said that I might be able to have children in the future, but it will be a very long and difficult journey. I couldn't help but wish that the first doctor had just believed me when I told her my symptoms. I could have stopped my ectopic pregnancy early and without all these complications by taking a pill or having an injection or even a laparoscopic surgery. But now, I'm left with a huge scar that has affected me greatly. I have nightmares about losing my baby over and over again and wake up crying almost daily. It has slowly gotten easier. After my ectopic pregnancy, I've tried to take better care of my body and not hate myself so much. It's been really hard to see the bright side in my situation, but I'm trying my best to feel better, and with the support of my family and boyfriend, I know that one day I will be okay. If you ever feel that something is not quite right, don't let it get worse. Go seek professional help. Even if it means getting more than one opinion, I promise it is worth it in the end.